Let me just say, it is hard work building the universe. Hi, my name is Shanna Jo, if you didn't know, and if you couldn't tell, today we are building the LEGO Galaxy Universe. Why am I blanking on what it's called? The Milky Way. I do have the box over there. I'm gonna grab it in just a second, but I wanted to show you how beautiful it looks in its final form. This Milky Way set is over 3,000 pieces. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I built this thing, and it's for 18 plus. And you are gonna hear from voiceover Jenna in just a second, but I wanted to kind of, showcase what exactly we were about to jump into. Holy Milky Way, oh my goodness, let's send it to voiceover Jenna.
Hey, it's voiceover Jenna. Let's build among the stars and start on this Milky Way Galaxy Lego set. I'm pretty sure that I built this set over 3 days, so I'm wearing this shirt one day. I might be wearing this shirt for the next day because I woke up and did it in the morning, but I know I changed my shirt at some point. But let's just get into it, okay? I want to start off by saying I love how this set was sectioned. I think this is the best set that has the best sectioning that I've ever built ever with Lego. Everything is in a lot of parts, and then just all of those major parts end up clipping together, which really worked out for me personally. Like, first you build that little outer black frame, like the entire frame, and then for the set itself, I guess the galaxy itself, you're building each section on one of those black squares that you see that I'm working on right now. And if I'm remembering correctly, 3 of those squares make a row, and then there are 5 rows total. And the bags for each of them are separated super duper well as well. I know this is like a very convoluted looking set, but it is honestly super easy to follow. And as someone who almost always builds the set kind of mostly correct, but there's always some sort of point where I'm like, well, I don't know where this goes. I'm gonna put it here and hope for the best. I did not have any of those moments with this set. It felt very, very easy to follow. I definitely think this is one of those sets that you could build with a small group of friends, or you could do it with a friend. I know that they also include a QR code that you can build with like a narrated soundtrack. I didn't do that, but I definitely want to check it out now. I wonder what I missed out on. But I usually like to watch or binge some sort of show when I'm building my Legos, or a movie, but it's more typically a show, especially for like a bigger set like this, because I know it's going to take longer than just one movie. And for this set, I decided let's start The Handmaid's Tale. It's one of those shows that has been on my watch list for what feels like years, but I just haven't pulled the trigger for this reason, that reason, mostly because of the state of the world at the moment. But I don't know, for whatever reason, I decided that night was the night, and I'm still watching it as I'm making this video. So, my gosh, is that show heavy, but it is very good. So, if you're into that vibe, I would recommend it if you're open to that sort of thing right now. I know that the world doesn't necessarily impact everyone as it does me. All right, let's get back to this Lego set. It comes with a set of books, and there are over 20 individual bags for the entire thing. I mean, the whole set is 3,091 pieces. Oh my gosh, that's so many pieces. And I definitely think you can tell that by the end of the set, like looking at the final product, but as you're building it, it really does not feel that big. I mean, because you're doing it section by section, which again is something that I personally really enjoyed. Because after you finish each of those boxes, they clip together and then you put it on the frame. So you're literally building it row by row as you go. And it even has some awesome extra features and details for those space nerds out there. Nerds does not have to be a negative thing, in my opinion. And I would definitely check out the LEGO website to get all of the full information on all of the extra cool things. But I know there's a space telescope. I don't know if it's called like Gia or Gia. There's the Crab Nebula. There's a few other things, the pillars of creation, if any of those do anything for your brain, because I'm not the most knowledgeable on the Milky Way personally. I do think the Milky Way is insanely cool. It's insanely beautiful. It's insane, like it's huge and like otherworldly almost. There I am. There's that other shirt. So I'm pretty sure this is the last day, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be wrong though. But I definitely think this would be a great space gift idea for adults who love astronomy and immersing themselves in, you know, the Lego activity. And then by the end of it, you have a super cool Milky Way art piece, which you could put literally anywhere. I'm putting mine in my room, but when I eventually get my own place, I would love to put this in the hallway or the living room or somewhere a little more, I don't want to say stable, like showcasey. I don't know. And remember, it does come with that QR code that you can scan and you can listen to or discover more about the Milky Way as you're building the Milky Way. How cool is that? Another thing to talk about that I think is also cool is all of the little pieces that they use. Like they use little frogs and little beetles, and just there's so many different things that you might, if you're an avid Lego builder, recognize from this set or that set, but they're in pink now for this one. So I always think those little additions and those pieces that they use are really cool. And if you just saw a kid right there in the time lapse, that's my kid. I think we are starting to near the end of the time-lapse portion of today's video. You will see in real life Jenna in just a few seconds, less than a minute. I'm fairly confident in that, where I will show you the, you know, entire finished thing and all that fun stuff. But I think I'm working on the last row right now. If you do have any questions about this set, I would be more than happy to try and answer anything to the best of my ability in the comments, but I do feel like I did a pretty good job at explaining everything. It is very straightforward. It is a ton of fun. If you like space, then I would highly recommend it to you. And yeah, I think it's about to go back to In Real Life Jenna, so I'll see you guys later, and bye! Voice over
Thank you so much, voiceover Jenna. And just to show you again before the end of the video, oh my gosh, a piece just fell up. But this is what the full set looks like. I do already have a place in mind for where it's going to go on my wall, but this is it. There are seriously so many cool details. I'm sure it's kind of creepy seeing my eye pop out over here, but I am trying to look at the camera and trying to show you at the same time. We are right here, if you were curious. But yeah, I think we are now at the end of today's video, unfortunately. If you liked today's video, make sure to give it a like. It definitely does help this channel. And of course, if you have any questions about the set itself, how I built it, the experience, etc., I would love to know in the comments. And last but certainly not least, if you want to see more of this face, more of this kind of content, maybe consider subscribing. This is definitely not the first Lego video that I posted, and it definitely will not be the last. But I definitely do make more content than just Lego content, so I don't know, maybe check it out. Alrighty, enough blabbing from me. I'm gonna go hang up this Milky Way, and I hope you guys all have a good day. Bye!